Hey guys, this is just a new sequence break I found in the Evil Within. So I apologize for the bad video quality, but I couldn't really find a good way to record this with good quality and not make it take forever. I could have used the direct upload to YouTube from PS4, but that would take ages, and I want to use commentary and explain some things. Okay, so first off, this sequence breaks in Chapter 11, so when you get past the start chapter, you just want to get in here where you get the Magnum originally, and the buildings are starting to collapse, and there's a haunted here, and you follow him, and the roof falls down. So you're going to fall off here. Now normally what the game would want you to do, what you're supposed to do in sequence of events, is run past these buildings and they close on you. You kind of slide along and squeeze through to the other end. Then you get to the other end and fight a haunted, and make your way into a type of area with a bunch of fences. You set off an alarm with a door, and you go in and get a card key, and you use the card key, or just keys really, to open up the door and leave. And after you've done that area, you run behind a bus and jump your way down to the water, jump off a container, and you get to a bus which collapses into the ground, and you're at the Shigio area, the water monster you have to fight in Chapter 11. But I found a glitch you can do to skip all that. First you want to run to here, to cause that building to move over a bit. And then you're going to aim and use the other glitch I showed on my YouTube channel you can find, where you climb this building. All you have to do is aim into it, at this wall like near the pillar, and turn up where you start getting raised up. And then from that point on you can pretty much just climb the building, aiming and holding forward. Or you can do it from the side, and hold left to see where your height is. And you will keep climbing up this building. Sebastian will be floating on there, and you have to stay close to the building or it won't work. Now you want to get to this right side of the building and keep going up until you get to a certain height where you can jump over out of bounds. Because right around this point where the wall starts getting a lot white, really white and brighter, and where this crack kind of forms, and right around there is where you can finally jump and make this. So here we go. We're going to turn. We're going to aim ourselves at this little platform over here. That's where we want to get to. So we're going to hold, and then we're going to go, and we're going to jump and land on top of it. And then we want to go and jump out here. And we are out of the level, out of bounds completely. And what we're going to do is run to past here, and we will fall down to the water. Now you want to look for this little ray of light. There's a kind of like a rectangular form of light on that cliff over there. You want to go just to the right of it over here and swim through this wall where it's kind of white at the bottom here, you can see. You'll go through and you'll end up in this area with a bunch of buildings. Keep following it along and swim through this building. And you will skip the entire area with the keycard and the buildings and running down to Shigio and the water monster and falling off the bus. You're going to fall down to this rubble, and you just guide it along and jump off. And there we go. We are in the water area, where normally you're being chased by that monster and you have to swim past it. But you can skip all that. And this is where the part ends. And this is where you'd normally run and continue the game.
Sure as hell don't want to go back in the water.
Here's at Sebastian's dialogue reaching that point. And this is where you'd normally run through the streets to fight Rubik's clone at the end there, and then you'd have a mirror cutscene which brings you back to the asylum. Unfortunately, it's not loaded because we have to go back and get the original checkpoint back in the pipe back there. So while this is still a sequence break, it's slightly slower than the original method, sadly, since it takes so long to climb the building, and we have to go back to that pipe to get the checkpoint, which will load this area. So instead, when you run up that rubble, you'd run off there, back all the way back to that pipe at the checkpoint, and then run back up here and continue the game as normal. So it does make the game easier and definitely faster and better for a new game, but for any new game plus speedrun, this would just be slower, sadly. It's about 10 to 20 seconds slower. If you do this glitch, also Shigio, the monster, will never show up no matter what you do. You can go back to the pipe and get the checkpoint and he'll never show up. You can just swim through here without his cutscenes or fighting him. And swimming by, so it does make it safer. So yeah, there's a sequence break and out of bounds glitch for the Evil Within Chapter 11. It's a bit slow, but hey, it skips the whole area with the key card and everything in Shigeo, so thank you for watching.